Welcome back to the Riding Your Exercise Ball series. I'm going to show you a little trick to start educating your hands and your upper body with rein pressure. You'll need your exercise ball, an old set of reins. You can even get creative. You can use a dog leash if it's long enough, or whatever you have at your disposal that you can use, and a good sturdy chair. So what you're going to do, it's pretty simple. You're just going to sit on your ball. You can sit on your ball either in a chair position, or you can sit like you're actually riding. That's what I like to do, because then it is actually mimicking all those feelings in your body that you would get when you're actually riding the horse. So you're starting to connect the neurons in your brain and really start to get the muscle memory down, and you're starting to really feel and see what you're doing with your hands and your arms through the chair, rather than sitting on your horse and just kind of winging it. So I'm going to go ahead and mount up on my ball and get it even with my chair. And I'm going to think back to the first video of making sure that my feet are evenly pressed on the ground, that I have my ear, shoulder, hip, heel stance on the ball, that I'm balanced in my seat bones and both are even. And then I'm going to pick up my reins like I normally would, and I will hold them. And I ride English. If you ride Western, you may hold your reins slightly different, so you can hold them with the pinky, just everything around the top of the rein, or the pinky underneath of the rein, as we do in English. You're going to sit as if you're on your horse, and then you're going to just simply, first you just shorten them up enough, have your elbows bent kind of close to your side, and you'll just close your fingers and lift the front of that chair. And you can see how much pressure does it take. And take note of your hands or your arms. Are they making any strange movements? Are they kind of pulling in and coming towards you? You can just shorten your reins enough and bend your elbows enough that you just have to close your fingers and open your fingers. So I'm closing and opening and using that to lift the front of the chair up off of the floor. Now, we can also translate this to our shoulders, so we can bring our shoulders back and lift the chair and let our shoulders drop. Bring our shoulders back and let them drop. We can also use the hinge of our elbow. Bend the elbow, let the elbow out. Bend the elbow and let the elbow out. So you don't need to be this close to the chair either. You can also have your ball back a little bit further, rebalance yourself, sit as if you're kind of on the horse. This ball is big, so I have to really get my legs wide here. Get adjusted. And again, have your elbows by your side, close your fingers and lift the chair, and then back down by opening your fingers. Run through this several times. Bring your elbows back. Now, the further back I am, the more careful I have to be when I bend my elbows. And I'll tell you some of the stuff I'm feeling when I'm this far back. When I bend my elbows, my hips want to kind of come forward. So I want to make sure that I keep my core engaged, my abs engaged, and I bring my elbows back without letting my lower body want to come forward, because that can happen on the horse too. So we want to make sure that we're staying even and light in our seat, but down in our seat bones, a strong core, strong abs, and can pull that chair. Another thing I feel when I do this is that my heels kind of want to raise, and my toes are going into the floor kind of hard, and my heels are wanting to come up. So now I'm going to think, sitting down into my ball, think of putting weight into my heels, engage my core, and pull the chair. So go ahead and run through these exercises. I think it would be really helpful and beneficial for you to see with the chair how much pressure is needed just by closing your fingers to make movement in the chair. Again, your elbows, and even bringing your shoulders back. If you really want to take this to a fun level, even do the wrong thing. Pull back so much that that chair almost falls over, or maybe you do make it fall over. This way you know when you're jerking, see when I jerk, that chair almost wants to come over. Now this is a heavy chair, so luckily it's not coming all the way over. But you might do that when you're riding and not be totally aware of it. So if you're pulling this so much that the chair wants to fall over, then you know you need to back that pressure up and start gradually, really gently and slow, and pull back. So you can even alternate hands and kind of see what you need. Alternating hands, bending the elbow, maybe pulling one shoulder back, pulling the other shoulder back, and be really conscious of if your one hand is staying still. This helps because when you're riding your horse, if they're going around to the left and you need them on the outside rein, that'll be my right rein. And I'll need that hand to stay stabilized to tell the horse on the outside where to keep his headset at. So if I have a habit of kind of bringing this one in or turning my shoulder, sometimes our other hand might move and go in a way we don't want to. So doing this exercise, we can really be certain and look at our hand. Now, because it's a chair, obviously that rein is going to loop, but we just want to make sure we can put our elbow into our side and make sure that that hand stays very steady while we pull this shoulder back and bend the left elbow. So that way I'm training my body to disconnect from my outside hand, and I can do that on the other side. This elbow is going to go into the side strong. Again, just do a quick check of, are my feet flat and evenly pressured on the floor, or maybe I have a little bit more weight in my heels. Is my seat bones down in the ball? Get my elbow kind of hooked to my side right now, and then bring my right arm and elbow back a little bit. Can I do this just by sort of twisting that shoulder without bending my elbow at the same time? Just get a little bit of twist in my upper body to influence if that chair is coming up, and then I can alternate hands. So I hope that this can help move you a little bit more forward in your hand control, in the weight control that you have in your hands and your fingers, and just make it a little bit easier when you're riding and when you're asking something of the horse with the reins. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did and you want to see more like it, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so you get a notification when I have new videos coming up. If you want to be on a social media platform where you'll see more content from me and also have the support system of members who are all there for the same reason, to get ideas on training, to get ideas on exercises, to make training a little bit more fun, then go ahead and email me at myhorsetrainingcoach@gmail.com. I'll send you the link to a members only social media platform where you can come hang out with us, tell us your stories, ask questions, and I really look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching.